and then I cut every slat of wood on that fence and even dog-eared every slat. It was like a 4-foot fence all the way around. Dog-eared every slat. I think it took me maybe 18 months to finish that. I mean, it was unbelievable. Yeah, it was just like this project that was never going to go away. And I'm like, why did I do that? I could have just been done in a weekend. But
Hey, this is the Williams Brothers Podcast.
I'm Gar.
I'm Steven.
I'm Neil.
I'm Shaler.
Today we're talking about projects, home projects and chores, big ones, little ones, good ones, bad ones.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, have you ever noticed people that say ones when they shouldn't? Like, these ones are good, but these ones aren't as good. It's like, these ones? These, just say these.
Right.
And like there's great deals this weekend. You know,
There is great deals. That's not,
there
yeah.
are. Yeah.
Or
I'm
couldn't
with you on
care
that.
less. I couldn't care less.
Yeah, could not care less.
Mm-hmm.
No, I could care less.
Right.
I could care less. That's it.
Yeah.
Yes, which means that you
do-
actually do care.
care.
Could care less.
Some small amount.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to throw a monkey wrench in that one because
Yes,
in
here it
the
comes.
small community in Alabama near here, you know, if you were to say, if somebody said, "Would you like some cheesecake?" and you said, "I don't care," you know, for any cheesecake, what would that mean to you?
Means at this point, I do not want any cheesecake.
Right. Well, see, in this small community in Alabama, if you were to say that, it means I don't mind. It means it's okay. So if you say like, "Hey, I don't care to help you move your apartment next weekend," you know, that would mean you don't mind doing it. So that's the one local
You got to be careful with that.
local speech
Man.
thing that's totally opposite.
Wow,
So yeah,
interesting.
it's like I don't care to help you with that.
Because
Like,
everywhere
fine.
else in Alabama that I can think of, I don't care to do that means I would rather not do that. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That
Or
yeah,
I don't
that's how I
care
would take
for
it.
that. Right. I don't care
Yeah, I
for that.
I don't care for that. Doesn't
Right.
mean you care. You do want to eat it. No, I don't care for that.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't mind. Is the other?
So what if you do
interpretation.
say? What if you say, "I want a piece? Do you want a piece of cheesecake?" Yes, I care for that.
You could say that, I suppose, but yeah.
And then they would go, "Oh, sorry, you don't like cheesecake."
Yeah, well, sorry, I didn't mean to make you
Didn't mean to
care.
offend. Vegan deal, maybe.
Right.
You'd probably just confuse them. They wouldn't understand.
How dare you eat?
You do
cheese?
care for it? Does that mean you do?
Did you care or not
don't?
care?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me diagram the sentence for you.
Yes. You have to listen to kind of how they say it because you can tell in the rest of the sentence usually if they are saying they don't mind, you know, like I don't
Okay.
care. I don't care to help you with that. If you need some help, I don't care to help you is usually how you would hear it.
That would be like, well, thanks for nothing.
Yeah. I don't want to help you with that. If you need any help with that, I don't want to do it.
Forget about it.
I would rather not do that. If you need me to do it, I'd rather not.
That's right. Just thought I'd come over here and tell you. I know you have a flat tire.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I'd rather not do
Wife's
that.
giving birth, but I'd rather. I don't care to do that.
Yeah.
I'm happy to. I don't care to a bit. I'm happy to.
Thank you.
Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting.
So this feels like me right before I do a household project. I pretty much stall as much as possible.
Right. A lot of planning.
A lot of planning. Like right now, I have a circulation pump for my dishwasher. I tried to put it in once, and it was the wrong one. And I didn't find out until it was already in. It fit, but the electric plug that's supposed to go into it was the wrong kind. So it wasn't the right pump after all. So thank goodness I didn't install it and have it not work right. So I took it back out, put the old pump back in. Now I've got the new pump. It's been sitting there for 4 days now. And I'm like, I'm going to get this. I'm going to do it. Not today. Not today. Not going to get to it today, but I'm going to do it one of these days. So it's just finding the time when I'm ready to pull the whole dishwasher out, rock it on its back, do all the hoses and electrical. You have to take everything apart. It's crazy.
Just as an aside, you've got quite the talent for taking us and somehow bringing it back to the topic that we're supposed to talk about on the podcast. I mean, it's like numerous podcasts. We're talking about like the ocean or something. And yeah, I used to swim as a hobby in the ocean, and now we're into hobbies.
It just made me think of that because we were kind of stalling, talking about something else. And felt like how I feel about this dishwasher. It's like, I know I'm going to do it. I just, I really need the right time when everything is just perfect. The wife can't be home because she can't be part of that.
Right.
She can't see me screaming and yelling and throwing things or whatever.
The words.
Got to get that out of the way. So when she comes home, it's just working. And then I'm miraculous. It's like, oh, you're amazing. You did that.
What'd you do to your arm?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Where'd the $800 go?
Just a few stitches. Right.
I had to buy the pump 3 times.
It's a new dishwasher.
Yeah. Nobody came and did it for me. Honest.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Anything waiting on you to do now that you haven't done yet? You're pretty good probably about jumping right into them.
No,
Yeah.
you're like the machine. Dad used to say you were fearless when it came to projects. You would just kind of jump right in with a hammer and a skill saw and
Make it happen.
make it happen, right?
Maybe that's what you need for the dishwasher, Steve. A hammer and a skill saw. What do you think?
That sounds like it.
Maybe by the time I get through.
You need the hammer just so when you get frustrated, you have something to throw. That's really the
Right. Yeah, that would be good.
main function of the hammer in a project.
Yeah. No, Dad did that. I remember that was Dad's too.
Yes.
Flashlight, anything he had handy.
I don't think he threw a hammer.
Screwdriver.
Yeah, screwdriver. Oh, yeah.
Hammer would do some damage, but screwdriver, not so much.
If he did throw a hammer, he threw it like into something else that softened the blow. Because
Yeah.
I never saw a hole in a wall or anything like that. I think he may have
Right.
hit a flower pot with it or something.
Right. Yeah.
What's the biggest project you ever undertook?
I think the biggest one we ever undertook so far was painting our deck, which is a pretty big deck. And we painted. The thing about Dawn Splinter, my wife, is she does not, I was willing to just paint the part you can see. And the part that faces the bushes, nobody's ever going to see that. Not Dawn Splinter. No, sir. You paint every part of the deck. So we painted every part of the deck that we could get to. And that was all of it, pretty much. But yeah, it was a whole day of painting with this really thick deck coating paint. And worked out great. Looks good. Not quite the color we thought it was going to be. So we're probably going to paint over it with like a regular paint. So we don't have to go through that goopy stuff again, but it's pretty good stuff. Pretty good looking deck so far.
Roller? Did you spray it?
We rollered it, and then
Yep.
when it got down to it, we used brushes on the smaller places.
I redid a bathroom. I'm not sure what gets into younger men, why they feel like they've got to try and do it all themselves. But so we had this, it's the guest bathroom you guys use when you come here, which it wasn't a weekend affair, right? This was like a 6-month long. So literally pulled everything out of that bathroom except for the tub. We left the tub and everything in there. One thing I swore I will never do again is tiling, putting tile on the floor. And it's a small room. I mean, it's not, it seems like it would just be pretty quick. Man, I will never tile anything again. It's just grueling. And I didn't have the right tile cutter. I went through like 2 different tile cutters and none of them were any good. Had to strip the wallpaper.
Wallpaper is the worst.
Had to reseat the toilet 3 times because you get the wax ring, and I couldn't quite get it right. Baseboards, had to do baseboards, the miter saw with the baseboards. I'm always like cutting the opposite angle, and I'm like, this is completely wrong angle. put a new sink in, did some electrical work.
Wow.
Oh yeah, but I mean, this wasn't like this was a long time. It took a long time to do it, and we finally got to the point where everything was done, except Elizabeth wanted like a beadboard on the front of the tub, and then like a marble top on the front of the tub, and that's the point where I said, I don't know even how to start to do that. So we actually hired a handyman, and he took care of it. He was really good. So I was the only part he did, but I will, now later in life, I'm like, no way, would never do that. Now I might strip stuff out of the bathroom, like pull out the old stuff and all that, but actually putting stuff back in there, nope. Leave that to a craftsman, not me.
In the house in Loganville, back when we lived in Loganville, Georgia, we had a kitchen that I can't think of what the kind of kitchen is called, but it's got countertops on each side of the kitchen. The stove's on one side of the kitchen with countertops. Opposite side is a countertop with the sink and the window and all that, right? So it's kind of like a shotgun kind of kitchen. And so Mina didn't like the countertops, and so we came up with the idea of tiling the countertops. And so we got these tiles, and we tiled the whole thing. First time I ever tiled, and it's big, long countertops, probably 10 feet long on one side and 8 feet on the other. So they were really long countertops. So did that, and it didn't come out great, right? But it came out okay, good enough. And then a year or two passed, and we decided we didn't really like that look anymore. And so Dad was going to be in town, so I grabbed Dad as my accomplice to rip up those counters and put all new countertops down. And so that was a fun endeavor with him as we're pulling these things up. I have to remove the sink, of course, and all the stuff that goes with that, and then yank these very heavy, tiled countertops up. And then we had to cut new ones to a certain length. And naturally, Dad and I mismeasured, and so the countertop was perfectly even with the end of the counter. It didn't stick out at all. We're like, good enough. We'll leave it for the next people. But that was my one tiling adventure, I guess.
Yeah, I've never done tile. We did redo a kitchen in a house, and I think the older you get, maybe you get wiser, and so you don't take on these things. So this was in my younger days, and we redid a kitchen in an older house and moved the refrigerator to the other side, and somebody came in and did the cabinets and the countertops and all that stuff. But new lights and the worst part was the whole miter saw thing, because I was going to do it myself as much as possible, So I went on Amazon and bought like a little cheap, miter saw and the nail gun and all this stuff, and it was just no fun because the other problem is however you do it, it's going to be there, forever. So if the gap is, it's pretty good. No, it's not really that good because you're going to see that every day when you come in the kitchen,
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's kind of the worst part of that is just trying to get it, exactly right.
Yeah. I've got a toilet to replace and a sink to replace in our bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Both have cracks like in the base of it.
Yeah.
Wow.
The base of the toilet has cracks. I think it's probably always been there. We just didn't realize it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the sink, Dawn dropped something in there and cracked the sink.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not leaking or anything, but still need to do something about it.
Well, here's the interesting thing is we started off looking for someone to work on the bathroom, and it's like nobody wanted to do it. They were too busy. One guy, and he's got all these plans and everything, and then we could never find him again. He just dropped off the face of the earth, and I finally just said, I'll do it. I can, this will be like a big source of pride, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And you're right, Neil, there's still things I go into that bathroom, and it's like, yep, I remember I screwed that up. Yeah. Not quite enough.
Though.
Not quite enough grout between the tiles, so it's a little sharp right there, and just I know exactly. When I was in my 20s, we bought this really small house, and I wanted to put a fence in the backyard. So the normal person would go and buy those big 6-foot panels of fences, and they would use those. No. I wanted to build the fence. Okay. So literally it's the posts, and then I put up stringers on the posts, and then I cut every slat of wood on that fence and even dog-eared every slat. It was like a 4-foot fence all the way around. Dog-eared every slat. I think it took me maybe 18 months to finish that. Thing. I mean, it was unbelievable. Yeah, it was just like this project that was never going to go away. And I'm like, why did I do that? I could have just been done in a weekend.
Yeah.
Something about, no, this is going to stand forever.
Yeah, yeah.
It's going to be perfect. And anyway, I'll never do that
There's
again.
a lot to be said about vinyl fencing. You know, there's
Yes.
Gar and I did that one time in Kissimmee. We did that and knocked it out in a day or two. It was pretty quick. So
we kind of mismeasured the posts, though, right?
Well, the measurements were great, and then we did the auger and made the holes kind of big, and then we just dropped the post in there, but we didn't really measure carefully at that point, and so they were off by, you know, a half an inch here and there. So we had, it worked out. It was fine.
Yeah. So. We thought we were going to use a post hole digger, and then we did the first one, and we're like, we got to go rent an auger.
This isn't working.
Right.
Yeah. It was pretty hard dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, part of our fence blew down, and I had to put up new posts. And the first time I put the first post up, I can't remember how I measured it, but whatever it was off, way off.
Yeah.
And so then I realized, this has to be like within a quarter of an inch, or this is not going to work.
Yeah.
Because they met like perfectly. And the fence post, I couldn't find another one like it. It goes inward and then out like a spear, sort of, and a point on top. And I looked everywhere. You can't find those anymore. They're not out there. So I had to get a 4x4 post, cut it in half at the right length, and then cut the other one in half and join them together somehow so that the top looked right.
Yeah.
And it ended up looking pretty good, but I actually had to. I used concrete for the base of the posts, so I had to pull the post out with the concrete and then get a hammer and break it all off and start over again. So, but now that post is in there. The neighbor's boxer, they have a huge boxer dog, rams into it every so often, just wham, and I'm like, it's not falling over.
Nope. Our first house, they came in and we had pine trees in the yard. And they put a bunch of fill dirt on the property before they actually built the house. And nobody realized it. And of course, the builder wasn't very good. So if you put fill dirt on top of a pine tree root, it will kill the pine tree.
Really?
So So don't put fill dirt on top of pine tree, or, have like a circle around it or dig them out or something like that. So it had been there long enough that all of our trees were dead. And they're pine trees, so they just snap, right? And my neighbor had the same problem, and I was, helped him take some trees down, and he loaned me his chainsaw. And there was one weekend where Elizabeth was out of town, and I said, I'm just going to get rid of these trees in the backyard. I'm just going to fell these trees. Well, I mean, any of them could have fallen on the house. Fortunately, none of them did. Cut them the right way. We had like a piece of property behind us that I guess was a conservation area or something like that. So I didn't have to like cut it all up. I could just let it lie back there. But then Elizabeth came home and she was like, where are the trees? Well, they were all dead. No, they weren't. We could water them. We could dig them out. And I mean, they were dead. They were dead. They were matchsticks.
So you're planting the trees.
She was not happy. So from then on, I've never, ever cut down anything without her. Okay.
Right. Good. So, very wise.
Yeah. Yeah.
I cut down a tree. It was a big dead tree in the back. And I watched videos to see how to cut down a tree. Because it was probably like, I don't know, maybe like 8 inches around, maybe something like that, maybe 10. And it was dead. and so I got the little throw line thing with the bean bag on the end of it that you use, and threw it up, over there. And I got the rope, and tied the rope off to 2 different trees. So if it was going to fall, it was going to fall a certain way. And then did the cuts just like they did on the show. It worked perfectly. It fell perfectly. I was
Wow. Nice.
so glad it fell perfectly.
Huh.
Because once it falls, you realize that if it had fallen the wrong way, just when you feel it hit the ground, even if it's not a big tree, it's very heavy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you could feel it in the ground,
Yeah.
And then I got to cut it all up and pile it up in a nice little wood pile. So
All right.
still got the firewood out there.
Cool.
Speaking of cutting down trees, this past weekend, I found myself in Texas doing some drone operations. And it's a nice drone. It's like a plane, right? But it's got the 4 quads. So it's a vertical takeoff and landing, a VTOL thing.
Mhm.
And we have really expensive sensor on it, and so it's flying at about 100 feet or so, a little over 100 feet. And it took a turn, and it dropped altitude just a tiny bit, and the wing, we think, clipped the top of a pine tree. And that's where it decided it was going to rest, was in the top of a pine tree. So we went out looking for it, located it, found the pine tree it was in. Did everything we could to try and figure out a way to get it out, and decided it's time to buy a chainsaw. I'm not gonna tell you where we were. I have no clue whose property we were on.
I was gonna ask.
No idea, but we did have to jump a fence to get it back there. Didn't see any houses around, but the tree came down. Drone was mostly intact. The important stuff was intact, so that's what mattered.
Yeah.
The drone itself, the wings were not so good, but anyway, the sensor was good. Electronics for the most part was good. But that was my latest, my latest endeavor in cutting down trees. So that was a fun one.
We have any listeners in Texas now that we've kind of let the cat out of the
Oh,
bag?
no. Texas is a big state, though, thank goodness. So,
Okay.
yeah, I
All
think
right.
we're all right.
I think I want to say there was one in Texas. I don't see them on the list here, but I thought I saw one in Texas.
Okay.
I assumed it was Shaler.
No,
So-
I didn't listen to
Okay.
Texas.
Okay.
You didn't listen in Texas?
not.
You didn't play the
No.
podcast for
You're
the
supposed to
people
listen
you work
every
with?
day.
No,
go.
I'm sorry. No, I failed.
Man.
That way it makes it look like more people are listening
No,
when we pull up our stats.
Right.
I did not
Be
listen.
like, oh, look at these places.
I was doing long hours and I didn't have time to listen. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Let me look up Texas while we're talking here, and I'll tell you where
Okay.
they were.
Yeah.
That's good.
Deep in the heart of Texas, probably.
Right. Trying to remember. Something comes after that.
Right. Yeah. That was a Pee Wee Herman.
Rest in
bit,
peace, Pee Wee.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you okay, son? All I remember is the Alamo. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
fine.
the
He's
Alamo,
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's no basement at the Alamo.
Yeah.
Keller, Texas. Were you anywhere near Keller, Texas?
Keller, Texas. I'm not sure where Keller, Texas is. Let me take a look here real quick. Keller.
This is Pedro
Texas.
and Inez.
Inez has made a pot that she is very proud of.
That's old Keller, Texas. Let me zoom out. No.
It's made out of adobe. Can you say
It's
that?
probably right where the tree
That's
is.
like no. That's north of Fort Worth. We were not anywhere near.
Oh, look at
Fort
that.
Worth.
Yeah.
in fact,
It's in
that used to be called the Keller tree.
That's right.
And now
The old
someone
Keller
cut
tree.
down the
The
Keller
old
oldest
tree.
tree in all of Keller.
Right.
There's a manhunt now.
That's right.
They're doing DNA on the chain.
Yeah, it was
Right.
probably
So.
it was the Bush Ranch probably.
Oh,
It
yeah.
probably was. I'm sure someone would have stopped you though if that were the case.
Feel sure. Yeah.
Wait, that'd be Houston. Yeah,
Yeah.
never mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's right there in the Metroplex. That's awesome. They're cranking us up.
Did you guys leave some money or something on the tree?
No,
So you could,
no.
here's $100.
Did you
We're
cut it
sorry
up
we had to
for
cut
him,
down
like
your
firewood?
tree.
Buy
or
yourself a new tree.
No,
Yeah.
we just kind of took what we needed and got out of there as quick as we could. So
That's just
All right.
great.
yeah,
Okay.
I know.
Did you at least plant another tree
Oh, sure.
Oh.
Yes,
to make up for the
absolutely.
carbon
Obviously.
footprint? I mean,
Well, you
He
figure
planted 3 new trees for the one he cut down.
you figure all those pine cones on there have all those seeds, probably tons of seeds on the ground around there now. So it'll be fine. They'll be fine.
You can just fix this in post. You can just say, we planted 3 trees
There you
afterwards.
go. There you
Right.
I'm not an eco-terrorist.
We'll be back every year to water them and make sure they're
go.
healthy.
That's it.
If you'd like to sponsor the trees, you can do that
That's right.
on our Patreon channel.
That's good. That's good. I like that.
The Socks Group Save a Tree campaign.
That's right.
we'll
That's
plant
quick.
a tree in your name.
Quick, need to start a GoFundMe or something right now for the tree.
We honestly need to have a website that's got these things, like a Patreon that's got these little, sponsor a tree.
Yeah.
And, make
Save
it
the
abundantly
tree.
clear you're not really sponsoring a tree, but it would just be.
Save the pine tree.
Yeah.
You're just giving us money.
That's
Right.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Man. Yeah.
You're not really saving a tree, and we could
Yeah.
send them a little picture of a tree and give it a name, and so.
Right. We'll send you pictures of the tree.
When it's
Right.
about 8
You
inches,
can
10
adopt
inches.
a tree.
You can
We'll
name the
send you
tree.
pictures of the tree. You can name the tree. We'll send the tree to school. And when the tree grows up, it's going to be so happy that you sponsored the tree.
I
Please.
just want to thank my tree sponsor. I never would have made it this far.
We can get, what's her name?
Not Sally
Oh,
Struthers.
Sally Struthers. Yeah, we can get
Yeah.
Sally Struthers to do a commercial for it.
Sarah McLaughlin from what is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah McLaughlin, yeah. Like
Yeah.
standing out in like a forest of sickly trees. And be like, these trees need your help now. Please give.
Help us buy some Miracle Grow.
Yeah.
$3 will buy a gallon of water for this tree.
Just a few tree spikes and some water, and this tree will be healthier than you can imagine. Live a happy life providing oxygen for all of us
Man.
and consuming carbon dioxide.
That's right. It's a green thing. It's a very
That's what I'm
much-
saying. We could probably get some green money.
You don't have to pump the carbon dioxide underground. You just
Right.
grow more trees.
That's
That's what the trees are supposed to do. So, yeah, I like it.
Oh, we're on to
Sorry,
something.
Shaler. No offense, man. To make you feel so guilty.
Oh, that's
Sorry about that.
hysterical. Oh, my gosh. We have to do that. That's great.
Oh, man.
Please help the trees.
Every week.
the
Every week
trees.
we can have some new thing,
Mm-hmm.
Sponsor a tree, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
You can
I
find
think so.
that's
Any
good stuff.
inanimate object would work.
Do you like my new manatee? Betsy the manatee? Did y'all see this
I
picture?
saw it.
Yeah.
I didn't really
Oh,
understand
yeah.
it. I saw it, but
So I guess there's these manatees in this place. I don't know. Mina signed up for this thing, and you get to pick your manatee, and they show you like all the marks on the manatee for each one, so you can go and visit this spring or whatever. And then when you see that manatee, that's my manatee, along with
Where is the manatee?
some spring or something. I'm not really sure. I didn't
Oh,
didn't
okay.
really read that carefully.
It's the same thing we're doing with the trees.
I know, I was gonna
guys.
say.
it's
It is
just
the same
it's
thing,
some
yeah.
random.
Probably like
there might be a
400
manatee
people
there.
who have named that manatee a different
Oh
name.
no! It's
It's like
Jimmy Buffett.
It's like name a star.
Jimmy Buffett signed the thing that says it's our manatee.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's gotta.
Oh, Jimmy
Okay.
Buffett.
Yeah, it's gotta be
That's
real.
It's probably
People
South Florida. I'm trying to think what Mom would say if you told her that you named a manatee after
Yeah.
her.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
first of
The
all,
picture.
hold on. Now we didn't
She would not appreciate
we
that.
did not name the manatee. The manatee already had the name. We just
Oh,
we picked
okay.
we picked the manatee because of the name.
Of
That's
the
all
name.
that was.
Well, it's kind of the same thing.
Well, sort of.
sort
but
of,
I mean,
yeah. It just implies certain things that
well,
manatees are rather rotund.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Facial hair.
Okay.
They have
Yeah,
a lot of facial hair.
Yeah,
Mom clearly was not rotund. And
she clearly
None
was
of it-
not, Yeah.
Is flattering. No.
Hey, so I'm kind of interested. Is there a GPS tracker? Can I go on an app and see where this
That's a
manatee
great
is?
idea. That would be a great idea for the trees too.
I
For
was
the
thinking
trees.
That. I was thinking
Yeah.
A GPS tracker on the trees, just in case
you can subscribe.
somebody gets a drone
You
caught in
always
one.
know.
to live updates.
Yeah,
Fortunately, your tree hasn't migrated.
in case
Staying in the
Shaler's
same
flying
place.
drones in that area and
Cuts it
cuts
down.
one down.
Man, I'm Sarah McLaughlin. Drones are a huge danger to our tree friends.
That's exactly right.
And then men with chainsaws that want to get the drones out of the trees.
Eco terrorists.
Yeah.
So fun.
And they don't even use the tree. They just leave it dying, dead on the ground. The sap running from its open wound. Sorry.
Don't even leave any money for the farmer
much.
to buy a new tree.
For some of these farmers, they have just one tree. That's all they have.
That's right. Yeah. Some towns are centered around this one tree for historic significance. It comes crashing down.
One drone
Yes.
can bring that all crashing down.
We won't do anti-drone campaign, though.
I would like to
Yeah.
see that guy's face when he comes back to his back 40 or whatever and
Probably
sees the
wouldn't,
tree cut down.
probably wouldn't even notice it. I mean, it was.
Cut down my tree.
It's kind of like the woods that we had at the end of our road growing up. You know, nobody's going to miss a tree down there. It's just
He probably went and shot his neighbor because they were having a feud
Yeah,
already, and he saw
Yep.
the tree being down, and now he's in jail.
That's just the kind of thing you would do for no good reason. You cut down my tree.
An eye for an eye. Now I'm cutting down your
I'm gonna
tree.
cut two of your trees. You take one of mine, we're going to take two of yours.
Hence, the tree famine of Texas began.
That's why it's so
great-
dry
the great tree feud of
That's
and
right.
arid there.
No trees in Texas.
2023.
Yeah.
All started with my brother. All right. Let's see. Best tool in your toolbox that's not just kind of the normal standard hammer screwdriver situation. Most useful tool in your toolbox that you use for home repair and projects.
I'm going to say the vice grips. I have a set of vice grips I've had since probably one of the first tools I ever bought. Still works great. And when it comes to unscrewing or unbolting anything, it's not like the crescent wrench where you have to get it just right. You just clamp it down and turn it and it works. So it's probably my favorite is the vice grip.
Good one.
Mine is the spackling tool. I know that sounds odd, but a spackling tool, you know what that is? Like the hand
Plastic.
Yeah.
The flat blade.
It's a
Yeah.
metal. Yeah, it's got a handle and it's got like a metal flat blade, right?
Oh yeah.
I use that. Mine's kind of sharp, and I use it to cut stuff open with. I'll use it to scrape stuff off. And I mean, basically anything in the world I can think of to use that, I'll use it. It's kind of like a knife, but
It's like a putty knife, right?
it's a putty knife. Yeah, it really is what it is. Yeah, yeah. I'm much more willing to abuse that than I would like a regular knife. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I love that. I use it for everything.
I'm thinking needle nose pliers. They come in very handy, especially if I'm trying to do something where there's any sort of, precision involved or something small I'm trying to work on. So the needle nose pliers are the one tool that if I lost those, I'd have a problem.
Mine, and I've got several listed here. So laser level. My laser level
Yeah.
is, I mean, if I've got to hang something with two screws and I need those two screws to be level, otherwise whatever I'm hanging is going to be wonky looking on the wall. So laser level is a must, and they're not super expensive now, so you can, get them pretty cheap. And then the other one, well, got some others, but Shaler, kind of like what you're saying, a drywall saw, which looks like a knife, but it's got really jagged teeth on the bottom, and then it's got a sharp point so that you can stick it in the wall, and then you can hit the handle, and it'll actually go through the wall. If you got to cut drywall, there's no other tool, right? That's the tool that you want to use to cut drywall. You can try it with other things, and it'll just gum it up, but
I'm scared to death to cut drywall. There's no way I'm cutting
Yeah.
drywall.
Yeah.
It'll never look right again if I do.
well,
Yeah.
I mean, if you're putting in like an outlet or a
Yeah.
speaker wires or something like that, and
Yeah.
there is some work you got to do because you got to figure out, okay, is this going to be like right on top of a stud or what? And but that's a great tool. So let's see, what's another? Oh, another one that I think we probably all have that you just have to have is an electric screwdriver, not a regular screwdriver.
Yes.
It's just so much faster. Mine's got a little light on the end of it, so you can actually see the work that you're doing, which is good.
I use my drill for that, but I have to make sure and turn down the torque so I
Yeah.
don't just drill it
Yeah.
right down.
That's what I
into
do. Yeah.
And I recently got a pair of wire strippers to strip the insulation off. Because usually I'm there with my pocket knife and I'm trying to, get the insulation off. And if it's stranded wire, I'm cutting some of the wire too and all of that. But these wire strippers, it's got like different holes for each side of the size of the wire. And you just put the wire in there, close it up, boop, comes right off. No problem.
I did have one other project that I'm almost finished with. That I've wanted to do for a long time, and that is there's attic space over our garage, and there's the ladder that goes into the attic, the standard one that you pull down, and it's not very wide and not very stable if you're trying to carry a box. And so I saw on one of these Instructables or one of these websites, do-it-yourself websites, where people were putting lifts in their attic to carry stuff into, from the garage into the attic. And so I'm almost finished with it. The lift is in and it works. I just have to get the hole that's there, something to cover it up with. But it's really just taking some steel, almost like steel piping, and you kind of create an H that goes between some joists. So then you just have this steel beam across, and then you buy an electric winch off Amazon and attach it to this steel bar, and then lower the little chain, the hook down, and see where it lands on the drywall, and then just cut a hole around it, and you're pretty much there. Then I can lower the little chain into the garage floor, and then I've got a little dolly that you put a box on, and then it takes it up in the attic, and I can just pull it off. So it's pretty cool.
I tried to do that, but I didn't do it anywhere as well as you did. So what I did was I had a square piece of like a platform I made out of wood. And then I had basically string, and it was way too small, going through block and tackle. And I was thinking, okay, well, I'll just be able to pull it up. Apparently, I did the block and tackle all wrong or something. I don't know what I did wrong, but there's no way you're going to pull anything up. And so now I've just got all this red string in the attic and a platform thing. So maybe I need to rethink that and get a winch and a chain. Then I'm talking.
I'll send you the little instructions off the interweb.
Okay. Because what I did was totally homegrown, like, this seems like it would work, but it doesn't work.
And y'all are fancy. I just have to lug stuff up and shove it in
I
there.
do too.
Yeah.
And now I have to lug it around the string and crap that's hanging from the ceiling. So,
I wonder if I could put my lawnmower up there.
Yes.
Right?
Great idea.
You can buy these things. You can buy the lifts and they'll have them installed, but it's like $5,000 or something. That's
no, thank you.
Yeah.
Nope.
I was going to say, does anybody else have any big projects? I mean, we all probably have them that we know we have to do, but like the next big project that you're planning to try and tackle?
I've got a side door that comes off of my garage, and the whole frame is just rotted. And so I'm gonna sign up for some of Shaler's time here at some point and go buy a new door and install a door. It's like the side door, to go out of the side of your garage out into the yard.
Mm-hmm.
It's exposed to the elements. There's no cover or anything like that. So I got to research some doors.
We've got everybody in our neighborhood has sinkholes. Some are worse than others.
Nice.
The builder back in 1985 or 84, whenever they actually built these houses, they just took all the junk, the tree stumps and whatever, old wood and what have you, and buried it in the backyard of people's new homes. So in my few years in this neighborhood, I guess 5 or 6 years in this neighborhood, I've seen so many dump trucks full of dirt go into people's backyards where they completely re-level them, re-grass them, everything to try and get them back like they would. And some people do it with like all friends, like all their friends are out there. Some people do it, like my neighbor who was getting the massage all by himself. He had a dump truck after dump truck of dirt come, and he was wheelbarrowing it into the backyard. And he said he'll never do that again because he hurt for like 2 weeks. And so I'm going to have to take down 2 panels of the back fence and the post in the middle, so a dump truck can drive through where the fence is into the backyard, dump the dirt, and go back and get more. And I've got to figure out how many cubic yards of dirt I have to get. So I'm going to get fill dirt and then topsoil, and then we're going to make a rock garden. So
Just make a pond. Make a pond out
There
of
you
it.
go.
Get
there
some
already
liner.
is. There already is a pond
Okay.
when it rains. So yeah.
Get you a liner and a little
Some koi
a little
fish
pump.
and-
That's
yeah.
Yeah, some koi
Couple
fish.
little
and-
turtles, you're good to go.
Mhm.
Yeah.
For a while, I kept saying, it's not getting any worse. It's fine. And Dawn's like, no, that's a sinkhole. It's getting worse. And now that I look back on it, we actually played a game of croquet back there when we first moved in. And there's no way we could play croquet there now. No way. It would be a crazy game of croquet. It'd be fun. But
We don't have any big things planned. Really, I got a flower bed in the back that I've just kind of taken everything out of. We're going to start over with it and deciding if we're going to put rocks in it or kind of what we're going to do with it. But nothing big otherwise at the moment.
My next big project is putting in a new door for Gar, I think is my next big.
Sounds like it.
Excellent.
what were you going to say, Gar? Sorry.
I don't even remember. Must not have been very important.
You wouldn't have forgotten it. Oh, I remember. I'm radioactive.
That's right. I was just watching Murder in the Building just for this.
That's
Oh, what a great show.
Yeah.
Man, that's so good.
Heard him. He was on Fly on the Wall, that podcast, not long ago. Steve Martin was. So funny.
Yeah. We should have him on our podcast.
We should.
We should.
Give him a
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
call. Let me see if I got him in my phone here.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
A little late. We could have gotten him before, before the murder show came out. If we'd have gotten on his list. Yeah.
Catch him
Okay.
for next
We got to
season.
get him during promotion
Yeah.
season.
Right.
whatever
When
that
they're out
is.
there trying
He's
to get
doing the
people to
rounds
watch.
and all.
Yeah. We've got 100 people that have listened to our podcast. Well, maybe not 100 people, but 100 listens to our podcast.
201.
Over a
Oh, is it
year.
201 now.
Yeah.
Is that over the whole period?
Yeah, over the
Yeah.
past
Yeah, whole
year,
period.
whatever it's been.
Most of them are us. But
Yeah.
I can tell you where everybody's from. Tacoma, Washington, Clifton Park, New York. These are the people we don't know. Okay.
Okay.
So
Shout out to all the unknowns.
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Ames, Iowa, which every time I think about Ames, Iowa, I just picture some old guy out in the prairie, with the little round glasses next to anyway. Buffalo, New York, Wichita, Kansas, which is another one where I think about that. Bangkok, Thailand. So they're cranking us up over
Yeah.
there. Port Orchard, Washington, Charlotte, North Carolina, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
All right. Love Canada.
International.
Yeah,
good.
Bangkok and Edmonton. And then Michigan City, Indiana, which is a confusing place.
Okay.
We just got to see which
Michigan.
episodes they listen to see if there's any sort of a, was there a popular episode or
No.
The most popular episode has been drugging the dog and whatever that was.
Cropping the bird.
Yeah, that's it. Cropping the
is that
bird.
when we had a problem with the audio and we had to keep listening to it or something? I don't know.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's had the most downloads.
I think
I wish
think
we
it's
could get
all
more
just
information.
it's all just the equivalent of a butt dial. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that podcast.
Pretty much.
The Williams Brothers Podcast is made possible by a grant from the Saunce Group. Do something good every chance you get. And by the Williams Foundation. The theme song is 5 Card Shuffle by Kevin MacLeod.
I meant to tell you when we were fixing the fence, you can edit this back with the fence story about how I had to fix the fence. I had Drew come over to help me. Yeah, post. Drew came over to help me, and he's an engineer. He went to Georgia Tech. He's like an engineer.
He's got this.
So yeah, that's what I thought. He'll offer some expertise, and so he's measuring it and stuff, and I'm like, look, it's gonna be close enough. Don't worry. And so he wanted everything to be like to the millimeter, like where it needed to be, and he kept saying, "Man, this is a budget job. This is like some kind of low budget job we're doing." He kept getting really frustrated with me. I'm like, it's a fence. It doesn't have to look perfect.
This is not how we send people to the moon.
That's
All
right.
right, exactly. He really was getting frustrated with me about how this is the budget, because I just wanted to line it up and say, okay, it's lined up.
Right.
This is how it needs to be.
Done.
Let's try and hold it right here. And he wanted to like measure it, have a level, have some kind of like make sure it wasn't going to move. It was fun.